Okay, so we will solve examples of LCS. So I hope everyone remembers the procedure. We made the matrix of plus one size. Then we try to match the entries. Okay, if it is similar, then we will go to the diagonal and add 1 to it. If it is not similar, then we will compare to the upper value and the left values. So whatever maximum value is, we will take that value, and जहाँ से भी हम value लेंगे, either it will be upper or left, we will make the arrow to that direction. If you will take the value from the upper here, then we will make the arrow to the in the upper direction. If we will take the value from the left, then we will make the arrow to the left direction. Okay. So in that way, we will solve one more problem. Okay. So here it is given the there are two LCS. There are two strings are given. So we need to come find out the LCS. Okay. So first string is S1 is ACA, A C A D B, A C A D B. Second one is CBDA, C B D A. Okay, so these two are the two strings we have, and now we need to find out the longest common subsequence between these two. Okay, so इसका लेंथ कितना है? It is five letters are there now. So length of S1 is 5, length of S2 is 4. Okay. So now we need to make the matrix of plus one size. Okay. So we are adding plus one for the initialization purpose. Okay, because if we don't have the base, then we cannot continue. So for that we are adding the plus one. Sorry, it will be 5. Huh? So now we will construct the matrix. So matrix का order क्या होगा? It will be 6 into 5. Okay, so now we will write down the values. So here it is. It will be A C A D B, and here it will be C B D A. Okay, and we will write 0 here and 0 here. So if any one of the matrix is of size 0, then you cannot compare it the length. Okay, if it is 0, if one is 0, then the common between these two will be 0 also. Okay, so if when you will compare the two, two strings of length 0, so it will the common subsequence will be 0, a and 0, 0. So you have to make all the entries in the first row and first column 0, because whenever one of the subsequence, one of the string is 0, then the whole LCS will be 0 for this one and for this one. Okay. So now we need to compute entries for the remaining sections. Okay. So firstly we will compare A and C. So when you will compare A and C, what will happen?
0.
0. Okay, 0 क्यों होगा?
It both needs to be same
Both
for
needs to
1.
be same and it is not same. So you will compare left and the upper values. So both are same, so you can take any values and put the diagonal to it. So in the previous example we have put it the arrow to, if the values are same, then we have put it the arrow to left. In this example we will put the arrow to. So in this example, we will, if the elements in this section, in this cell and this cell is same, then we will make the arrow to upper side. Okay. So now we will compare C and C, then it is matching. So then what will happen?
1 plus 0.
1 plus 0 plus 1. 1 plus 0 nahi. We will go to the diagonal and diagonal में 0 है, so whatever value will be in the diagonal you will add plus 1 to it and make the arrow to diagonal. So you will write 1 here and make the arrow to here. Okay, then C and A, it is not matching, so you will compare this one and this one. One is greater, so you will write 1 and make the arrow to left. C and D again not matching. You will compare these two and this one is the greater one. So you will take this value and make the arrow to left. C and B again not matching. 1 and arrow will be on the left. Then in the next iteration, B and A not matching. We will compare this one and this one. So you will get the 0. In this example, if the values are same, we will make the arrow to the अपर, क्योंकि फर्क नहीं पड़ता हम अपर कर रहे हैं या फिर लेफ्ट कर रहे हैं, पर एक एग्जांपल में एक तरह से ही करो, अगर अपर कर रहे हैं तो अपर ही करो, अगर लेफ्ट कर रहे हैं तो लेफ्ट ही करो. ओके. So in the next step, B and C will be compared. This one and this one will be compared. Now one is greater, so you will take one from there and make the arrow to up in this direction. Then B and A will be compared. So B and D will be compared, not matching. So we will take one from either left or from the upper. We will take from the upper section. B and B same. We will go to the diagonal and add 1 to it. So 1 plus 1 will be 2. Make the arrow to diagonal. D and A will be compared. 0. Arrow will be on the top. D and C will be compared. 1 is greater. So arrow will be on the top. D and A will be compared. One is same in both row cells. So when D and D will be compared, now it is matching. So you will go to the diagonal and add 1 to it. 1 plus 1 will be 2 and arrow will be pointing to diagonal. D and B both are 2. You will take any 1, 2. We will take the 2 from the upper side and make the arrow to upper side. A and A matching, you will go to the diagonal and add 1 to it. 0 plus 1, 1. Then A and C, A and C not matching. We will take the value from upper side and make the arrow to upper side. A and A matching. We will go to the diagonal and add 1 to it. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then A and D not matching. A and B not matching. So it will be 2 only. Okay. So now we need to, so जो भी यहाँ पे जो भी value आएगी, that will be the length of the LCS. So in these two cases the length of LCS is 2. So when you will compare these two, you can see by looking at these two you can identify the LCS. What will be the LCS of these two? What will be the LCS of these two? This string is very less. Both strings are very small, so you can easily tell by looking at the strings. What will be the LCS of these two? When you will compare these two, you can see one LCS is C and D. C and D is available in both and in the same order. Another LCS is, what is another LCS?
CA.
CA is another LCS. Okay. So there could be multiple LCS, but we have to find out the length of the LCS, and then if we have मतलब अगर one जितने भी हैं इनमें से कोई एक भी find out किया, that will be the LCS. Okay, so now we will find out from this. So you will go from this to upper, then from this. तो यहाँ पे हमें क्या है? It is B. So we will write the B. Then you will go to diagonal, diagonal, and then again we have find out the this diagonal. So you will circle this CC. So one is CD, one is CB, CD, and CA. There are multiples. Okay, but the length of maximal common subsequence is 2 only. Okay, so this is one example of LCS. Then we have second example. So you will solve this example. Longest and stone. S1 is longest and S2 is stone. Note down this example. S1 is equal to longest and S2 is equal to stone. So what will be the LCS of these two? S1 is longest, S2 is stone. So length is 4 plus 4 and 3, 7 is the length. So you will add +1 for the 0, so it will be 8. And इसका लेंथ कितना है 5 plus 1, so it will be 6. Plus. Okay. So now you need to draw the matrix of size 8 into 6. One, two, three, four, 5 and 6. Okay, so it will be 0, 0, L, O, N, G, E, S, T. Okay, then S, T, O, N, E. Okay, so someone has you are computing now. हुआ किसी का compute completely? What is the length of LCS? So S and L will be compared. So you will get the 0, and you can make the arrow either to left or either to upper side. S and O will be compared, same thing. S and N will be compared, same. Zero, 0. S and S will be compared. Now it will be 1. Then arrow will be pointing to diagonal. Okay. Then ST, what it will be? 1. Arrow will be on the left side. चलो next में क्या entries होंगी? What will be the entries?
All zero.
0, 0,
0
Except for last
0.
one.
0 0
ये 0 होगा.
Last वाले का 1.
हाँ. Then ये क्या होगा? ये भी 1 ही होगा ना. Last one थोड़ी सी ये भी तो 1 होगा. These two will be compared.
1 होगा और next 2 होगा.
हाँ, next 2 होगा. So this will be this and this will be okay. In the next 0, now it will
1,
be 1,
1.
1, 1, 1, then again 1. Now OT 2, arrow will be on the upper side. Then again 0, 1, 2, 2, 2. What it will be? 2.
2,
Then
2.
डायगनली करते हैं तो एरो जरूरी है कि
हाँ, एरो
अपना
जरूरी है क्योंकि हम फिर वापस से हम ड्रॉ नहीं कर पाएंगे ना कि हमें कि कौन सा एलसीएस है, तो उसके लिए एरो बनाना जरूरी है। तो ये सब तो दैट विल बी लेफ्ट लेफ्ट लेफ्ट, ये सारा अपर है। ओके, इन दिस अपर है, ये भी अपर ही है। अपर 1 plus 1, this will be diagonal and this will be left left E. Now it will be 0 pointing to here, 1 pointing to here, 2 pointing to here, E pointing to, sorry, 2 pointing to here, then E
3
It will be 3.
will be 3 pointing to
4
here. 4 कैसे हो रहा है?
नहीं बाय मिस्टेक
हाँ, बाय मिस्टेक ही होगा। 3 pointing to here. So this last value will tell the length of LCS. So 3 is the length of LCS. So now we need to track the what is the LCS. So we will follow the arrow. So whenever we will find out the diagonal, so we will write that value. So we will write E. Okay, and it give the LCS in the opposite direction. Okay, then from here you will go to diagonal. From here
एन
you are getting the diagonal. So what is this? This is N. Then from there here again you are getting diagonal. So it is O. And 0, here, here, and then here. So whenever you will touch this first row or first column, you need to end it. Okay, so the LCS is 1. ठीक है? So I think everyone understood the topic. Do I need to solve one more example? With the digits, or you can solve it.
The digit one.
Okay. सेम ही है वैसे, कुछ चेंज नहीं होगा उसमें।
मैम जो हमने एग्जांपल सॉल्व किया अभी मैम वो 3 कैसे है? 2 and 2 तो 4 होगा ना?
2 and 2 4 होगा। अच्छा, बताते हैं कहाँ पे।
मैम जो लास्ट रो में जो 3 आया है फर्स्ट पे।
ये वाला,
हाँ
यही वाला ना।
हाँ मैम।
तो कैसे ऐड करते हैं?
अरे +1 होता है हमेशा
जब मैच
अच्छा
करता है तो उस कंडीशन में क्या करते हैं?
हाँ हाँ +1 हाँ ओके
डायगोनल में
ओके।
जाते हैं, डायगोनल में जो भी वैल्यू होती है उसमें +1 ऐड करते हैं। इन दोनों वैल्यूज को ऐड नहीं करते, इन दोनों में कंपेयर करते हैं। अगर मैच नहीं हुआ तो इन दोनों में कंपेयर, लेफ्ट और अपर में कंपेयर करते हैं, और जिसकी भी वैल्यू ग्रेटर होगी वो हम लिख देते हैं और डायगोनल उसी की तरफ पॉइंट आउट कर देते हैं कि हाँ हमने इस डायरेक्शन से हमने ये वैल्यू लिखी है यहाँ पे। ठीक है?
ओके मैम
हाँ,
यस।
सो 4 नहीं होगा, 3 ही होगा। One thousand one, one 10 0 1 0 1. Zero one zero one 1 0 1 0 triple double 1 0. Okay, so length कितना है 4 plus 4 8 is the length और इसका है 9 ना 9 is length, so we will add plus 1 for the initialization purpose. So अभी फाइनल क्या होगा 9 and 10. तो अभी हम जो मैट्रिक्स ड्रॉ करेंगे उसका क्या साइज होगा What will be the size of matrix?
9/10.
नहीं 9/10 नहीं होगा 10/9 होगा कि जो भी आप ज्यादा लेंथ वाला मैट्रिक्स है जो ज्यादा लेंथ वाला स्ट्रिंग है ना वो हमेशा ऊपर ही रहेगा ठीक है सो मैट्रिक्स का साइज होगा 10/9 9/10 नहीं होगा सो we will draw the matrix of size 10/9. You can try, you can draw with the 9/10. If you are getting the same values or not, you can check by yourself. Okay. How many rows are left? Only 7 are there. We need to draw 2 more. So I will delete this one. Okay. Now you write down the string. String लिख लो क्योंकि मैं हटा रही हूँ ना तो मुझे देर चाहिए होगा लिख लिया क्या both strings s1 and s2
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now tell me the s2 s2 s1 नहीं
0,
हम्म
1,
हम्म
0,
हम्म
1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0.
s1
1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1.
1 0
मैम यहाँ पे
10
10 आएगा।
हाँ वही, फिर से बताओ। S1 बताना है, S2 नहीं बताना है। हाँ
हाँ मैम।
फिर से लिखते हैं। हाँ बोलो अभी। 1
0
0
0
0 0
1 0
1 0।
1 0 1।
ओके, मैंने एक कम बनाया है क्या फिर से? 1
हाँ
2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9।
10 एक्स्ट्रा।
मैम 10 एक्स्ट्रा में डाल दिया आपके 30
ये 0 एक्स्ट्रा है ना?
यस।
नहीं मैम, एक पूरा 1 0 का पैर ही आपने निकाल दिया।
रुको मैं खुद से देखती हूँ। हाँ 1 0 0 1 है ना, मैंने 0 0 लिख दिया हुआ है।
यस मैम।
अभी है 0 1 0 1। ठीक है। सो सबसे पहले हम क्या करना है, हमें सिंपली फर्स्ट रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम की सारी वैल्यूज 0 कर देनी है। क्यों करनी है?
हाई बंदी।
आई थिंक कि सबको अब तक पता चल गया होगा कि हम फर्स्ट रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम की वैल्यू 0 क्यों कर रहे हैं। क्यों कर रहे हैं फर्स्ट रो और फर्स्ट कॉलम 0? ठीक है, चलो
मैम जी
अभी। हाँ so I have given some editing rights now. Harshita Wagmare and the Megha Gavankar. So चलो एंट्रीज फिल करो। Harshita Wagmare or the Megha Gavankar. Anyone? Fill the entries. और किसी को एक्सेस चाहिए एडिटिंग का? कोई फिल करेगा एंट्रीज? हम्म। एंट्रीज फिल करो। चलो बताओ किसको चाहिए एक्सेस, में बताती, नाम लिखती हूँ उसका। ओमी, ओमी विश्वकर्मा, रजत दालवी, भाविका जैन, कोई तो करो। दिव्या लोंडे, व्हाट इज योर ईमेल आईडी? हाँ को एंट्रीज नहीं करनी है। Harshada Wagmare, you have the editing rights, so you can fill the entries. What will be here?
मैम 0।
हाँ 0 भाविका जैन ना। तो चलो ईमेल आईडी बताओ अपना, भाविका जैन।
मैम फोन पे हूँ एंड ऐप नहीं है इसके लिए, वरना कर देती।
ओके, फोन से नहीं होगा?
मैम ऐप नहीं इंस्टॉल किया अभी फिलहाल तो।
ओके, सो मीन्स मुझे एंट्रीज करनी पड़ेगी। आई थिंक सबने फोन से ही ज्वाइन किया हुआ है।
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 0,
Uh,
0,
1.
1.
It will be 1.
1 arrow will be pointing to diagonal. Then 1 arrow will be left. Again, what it will be? 1, 2 क्यों होगा?
2 1 and 1 है ना वहाँ पे, और फिर डाई वो बाद वाला ऐड होगा तो
हाँ, कैसे 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 1 on 1 है, ठीक है।
हाँ
तो कंपेयर किया तो कहाँ गए हम? डायगोनल पे गए। डायगोनल पे जो भी वैल्यू उसमें ऐड करना है, इन वैल्यू से कोई मतलब नहीं है। अगर मैच हो रहा है तो हमें सिर्फ डायगोनल पे जाके +1 करना है, ठीक है।
ठीक है।
यस
हाँ,
मैम गॉट इट।
कंफ्यूज मत हो। सो इट विल बी 1 and arrow will be pointing to diagonal 1. Again it will be 1 only, क्योंकि हम यहाँ से वैल्यूज देख रहे हैं ना। डायगोनल पे जाके जो भी वैल्यू है उसमें ऐड करना है। 1 and 0, now it will be 1 and arrow will be on the left side. 1 and 1,
ये बाइनरी थोड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग है।
हाँ वो होगा क्योंकि सारी 1 0 ही है ना। Then 1 and 1, 1 1 0, again 1. Now arrow will be pointing to left. 0 0, not matching. 0 0 is matching. It is matching, so it will be 1 and arrow will be pointing to diagonal. 0 1 not matching, so write 1 either from here or here.
1
But we are pointing, if the values are same, then we are pointing to upper direction. So we will point to upper direction. Then 0 0 matching. Now you will go to the diagonal. You can see it is 1 already. So 1 plus 1 will be 2 now. Okay. Then 0 1 not matching. You will get the 2 from the left. 0 1 not matching. You will get the 2 from the left. 0 0 matching, you will get 2, but it will be from the diagonal from 1 plus 1. 0 1 not matching, but you will get the 2 from left. 0 1 not matching, you will get the 2 from left. 0 0 matching, you will get
2 from diagonal.
2 from diagonal. Then 0 0 matching, you will get 1 from diagonal. 1 0 1 not matching, you will get 1 from the upper direction. 0 0 matching, you will get 2 from the upper direction. 0 1 not matching, you will get 2 from the left, or sorry, upper. We have to make arrow to the upper, तो फिर confusion हो जाएगा। 0 1 not matching, you will get 2 from
मैडम लेफ्ट हो या अप हो, एलसीएस का लेंथ काउंट करने के लिए सिर्फ डायगोनल एरोस चाहिए ना।
हाँ, पर फिर डायरेक्शन चेंज हो सकता है ना, वो तो है। पर हम अगर ऐसे कंफ्यूजन होगा ना कि अगर कभी भी लेफ्ट ले रहे हैं, कभी भी अपर ले रहे हैं, सेम है तो एक प्रॉब्लम के लिए एक जैसे ही रखते हैं, तो कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगा इसलिए। बाकी वो लेंथ तो सेम रहेगा, डायगोनल में जाके ही ऐड होगा। और सोल्यूशन भी अगर हम सपोज इधर भी गए तो भी आंसर सेम ही आएगा। तो मैं सिर्फ इसलिए लिख रही हूँ क्योंकि हम कंफ्यूजन नहीं हो कि कभी हम लेफ्ट लिखें, कभी राइट, ऐसे अपर लिखें, आंसर विल बी सेम if you point out either to the left or right, but confusion नहीं हो कि अभी किधर point out करना है, उसकी वजह से मैं लिख रही हूँ कि एक ही direction ले रहे हैं आप, कुछ नहीं। Then 0 0, it is same, so it will be 2 plus 1 3, and arrow will be on the diagonal. Not matching, 3 from the left. 0 1 not matching, 3 from the left. 0 0 matching, 3 from the diagonal. 1 0 not matching, 1 from the upper direction. 1 1 matching, 2 from the diagonal. 1 0 not matching, 2 from the. अगर कंफ्यूजन नहीं है तो फिर हम कैसे भी कर सकते हैं, आइदर अगर इस कंडीशन में लेफ्ट भी पॉइंट आउट कर सकते हैं. मैंने तो सिर्फ इसलिए रखा हो कि एक प्रॉब्लम मतलब एक तरीके से ही हम जाए, यूनिफॉर्मिटी रहे, ऐसे नहीं कि कभी भी लेफ्ट जा रहे हैं कभी भी राइट जा रहे हैं. 1 1 matching, 3 from the diagonal. 1 1 matching, 3 from the diagonal. 1 0 not matching, 3 from the upper. 1 1 matching, 4 from the diagonal. 3 plus 1 4. Then 1 1 matching, 4 from the diagonal. ठीक है, सही है ना. हाँ. 1 0 not matching, 4 from the left. 0 0 matching, 1 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 2 from the upper direction. Okay. 0 0 matching, 3 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 3 from the upper direction. 0 1 not matching, 3 from the upper direction. 0 0 matching, 4 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 4 from the upper. 0 1 not matching, 4 from the upper. 0 0 matching, 5 from the diagonal. Okay. Now 1 0 not matching, 1 from the diagonal. 1 1 matching, 2 from the diagonal. 1 0 not matching, 3 from the upper. 1 1 matching, 4 from the diagonal. Then 1 1 matching, 4 from the diagonal. 1 0 not matching, 4 from the upper. 1 1 matching, 5 from the diagonal. Again matching, 5 from the diagonal. Not matching, 5 from the upper. फोन से क्यों क्लास अटेंड करते हो तुम सब? लैपटॉप से करो, बड़ी स्क्रीन में अच्छे से दिखेगा, इतनी छोटी सी स्क्रीन में क्या ही समझेगा. 0 0 matching, 1 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 2 from the upper direction. 0 0 matching, 3 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 4 from the upper. 0 1 not matching, 4 from the upper. 0 0 matching, 5 from the diagonal. 0 1 not matching, 5 from the upper. 0 1 not matching, 5 from the diagonal. 0 0 matching, 6 from the diagonal. Then 1 0 not matching, 1 from the upper. 1 1 matching, 2 1 0 not matching 3 upper 1 1 matching 4 from the diagonal 1 1 matching 5 from the diagonal. Okay, सही है ना ये 1 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 then 1 0 not matching 5 from the upper then 6 from the diagonal 6 from the diagonal 6 ही है ना 6 then 1 0 not matching 6 from the upper. Okay, तो अभी मैंने क्या किया है, यू कैन सी यहाँ पे दोनों वैल्यू सेम है ना, ठीक है. So either I can place the arrow to this direction or this direction. So we can get the two different type of LCS. Okay, so if you will go from firstly we will go there. Okay, then we will see. So 6 is the length of LCS. So LCS लिखना अभी, हाँ. So first will be 1, then we have to go to upper, then diagonal. Okay, 1 नहीं होगा क्योंकि हमें जब भी अगर हमें डायगोनल मिला तभी भी सिर्फ हम तभी कंसिडर करेंगे, तो 1 नहीं होगा. The last value of LCS will be 0. Okay, diagonal, then again you are getting the diagonal, so it will be 1, then again you are going there, then diagonal, it will be again 1, then again diagonal 0, here मिस हुआ क्या, 1 2 3 4 5, ये डायगोनल है ना, this 0 also will be counted. Okay, then
मैम वो डायगोनल नहीं लेफ्ट ही है.
ये लेफ्ट है,
हाँ मैम.
हाँ लेफ्ट से आएगा ना. तो एक मिस हो रहा है ना, लेंथ शुड बी 6, अभी ये 5 ही है. अगर हम लेफ्ट गए, ओके देन वी आर गेटिंग द डायगोनल. ओके नहीं होगा तो भी 0 आएगा ही. देन 1. So now you are getting the LCS of length 6. Diagonal you will reach there, then you cannot iterate. So this is the one LCS. Now if we can go, अगर हमने एरो इधर तरफ पॉइंट आउट किया, we can do that ना. अगर इधर किया, so अगर हम इधर से इधर जाते हैं, then we can get the different LCS. Okay, so from diagonal upper, this is the diagonal, so you will get the first 0. I think it will be same, same है. Then 0 के बाद हमें मिला 1.
1 होगा ना वहाँ पे,
कहाँ पे ये
6 डायगोनल जा रहा है तो ऊपर 1 है ना.
हाँ एक्चुअली सॉरी ना, ताकि मुझे लगा कि ये लास्ट में हमने फर्स्ट 0 लिया था ना, ऐसे थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो गया. ठीक है, इट विल बी फर्स्ट विल बी 1, देन यू आर गेटिंग 1 अगेन, है ना. You are getting diagonal at 1 again here, then here, so it is 0, then here again, then 1 upper, Now it will be same. So the remaining will be 1 and 0. Okay, so these are the two LCs that we have drawn. अगर हमने सिर्फ यहाँ पे direction change किया, so if we have changed the direction in any other place, then you can get the in any other LCS. Okay, so it could have multiple LCS, but maximum length का LCS कितना होगा? It will be the 6 will be the maximum length, and then you can form the LCS by going through the arrows. Okay, so I hope it is clear to everyone. There will be some confusion. जैसे यहाँ पे बार बार तुम लोग कैसे इन दोनों को ऐड करते रहते हैं, so वैसे ध्यान रखना जब भी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना कि अगर सेम है एलिमेंट, so in that case you need to go to the diagonal. Okay, अगर सेम नहीं है then only you need to compare these two. और इन दोनों में जब भी हम कंपेयर करेंगे तो हम कुछ भी ऐड नहीं करते हैं, जो भी लिखा होता है उसको एज इट इज कॉपी कर देते हैं और जहां से भी कॉपी करते हैं उसको उस डायरेक्शन में एरो लगा देते हैं. ठीक है?
जो
हाँ हाँ
ग्रेड वाला है उसी को ऐड मतलब लेते हैं ना जब सेम नहीं होता है.
हाँ, जब सेम नहीं होता है दोनों में कंपेयर करते हैं और जो भी
हाँ.
ग्रेटर होता है दैट विल बी कॉपी टू इन दिस सेल, और जहां से भी कॉपी किया है उसको उधर की तरफ इंडिकेट कर देते हैं. ठीक है? So this is the LCS problem. So now we will move to next topic, which is the greedy algorithms. So it is also one type of the optimization solving problem. Optimization problem solving techniques. जैसे हमने डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग देखा ना, वैसे ही दिस इज अनदर टाइप ऑफ problem solving technique. So we use it for the optimization problems. So optimization problem means कि either we have to minimize the solution or the maximize the solution. Okay, जैसे cost है किसी चीज का, so we need to maximize the cost. If we are the buyers, then we need to minimize the cost. If we are the sellers, then we need to maximize the cost. Okay, so depending on the situations, optimization problem can be either the minimizing problem or the maximizing problems. Okay, so the greedy problems is one method to solve the optimization problems. One we have seen the dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is also the one method to solve the optimization problems. Okay, so in case of optimization problems, whenever we are solving it, we have to go through a sequence of steps one by one. Okay, and in each step we have to make some decisions. So जैसे हमने उसमें देखा था मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन में कि every time whenever we want to compute, suppose 1/4 you want to compute, so for 1/4 there will be how many options will be there? There will be 3 options if you want to multiply 4 matrix. Okay, so there will be 3 options. So so you need to compute for each step and you need to then select the one जिससे हमें minimum मिल रहा है. ओके, क्योंकि हमारा उसमें हमें क्या करना होता है, दैट वाज द मिनिमाइजिंग प्रॉब्लम, तो हमें कॉस्ट कम करना था. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द सोल्यूशन कि जिसका हमें सबसे जिसका कम मिलता है. इफ यू वांट टू कंप्यूट 1/4, so जिसका भी मिनिमम होगा दैट यू आर सेलेक्टिंग. सो in this type of problem you need to make selection at each step. Okay, so the greedy algorithms में कैसे होता है, the greedy algorithm always make the choice that looks best at the moment. Okay, so it doesn't consider the कि आगे जाके क्या होगा, it will simply make the choice that look best at the particular moment कि हाँ हमें अभी हमारा इसका cost कम है, so we will consider this step only. Okay, so suppose we will see one example. of the optimization problem, of the greedy problem. So suppose you want to go from one place to another. Suppose you want to go from A to B. So there could be multiple options. You can go either by walking, or by cycling, or you can go via bike. You go through bike, or you can go via car. Car, or you can go via train, or you can go via flight. Okay, so there could be multiple options that you have for any particular problem. So now you need to think कि हमें कौन सा options choose करना है. Okay, so if you have constraint like कि the money should be कि हमें ऐसे इस तरीके से जाना है कि the money spent should be very less. Okay, so in that way either you can go any of these three methods. Okay, any of these three methods you can select if the money is the constraint कि we have only this particular money, we cannot spend much money for the travel. So if you have the money constraint, then you can go via any of these methods. Okay, क्योंकि walk करके जाएंगे तो बिल्कुल पैसे नहीं खर्च होंगे. Then if you go via cycling, then also there is constraint. Okay, so and this is one condition. And if the constraint is like ki the time constraint, okay, ki you have only 5 hours to reach from A to B. Okay, so in that case you can either go via car or either via flight. So you have only these two options. Okay, so now you can select any of these two. So now if the money is also the constraint and the this time is also one constraint, so if you want to find out a solution कि जिससे हमारे पैसे भी कम लगे और हमारा time भी कम लगे, so you can go via car, because if you will go via flight, then it could cause more amount of money. Okay, so this is the what you can say कि this is the optimal solution for this kind of problem. Okay, so this is the one optimization problem जिसमें हमारे पास multiple solutions थे. So अभी हमारे पास जो भी constraint है उसको लगा के जो भी हमें solution मिल रहा है, that will be the optimal solution. Okay, so these three solution, if this is the only constraint, then these three are the feasible solutions. Okay, so these three are the feasible solutions. If money is the only constraint, but if time is the constraint, then these two are this one and this one are this feasible solution. Okay, so you need to identify कि जो भी हमारे constraint है उनको follow करते हुए क्या ऐसे what will be the solution. So if you can go via car, so you can think कि हाँ it could take less amount of money, but you can think कि हाँ अभी अगर one moment पे हमने सोचा कि अब time भी कम चाहिए, पैसे भी कम चाहिए, if you will go via car, then it could be very optimal. So if you are selecting this one, then suppose if the road in which you are going, it is very disrupted. Okay, the track is very bad. So if track is very bad, then it could cause harm to your car, and also it could cause more time. Okay, so जो भी हमारा constraint था, हमें उस moment पे तो लगा कि car will be the better option, but now when you will go via this route, then you can think कि if you will go via the flight, then it will be the better option. Okay, क्योंकि time constraint follow होता और money will also be not that much. Okay, so these are the कि if you अगर हमने एक मोमेंट पे सोचा कि कार विल बी द बेटर ऑप्शन, तो दिस इज अ ग्रीडी चॉइस दैट वी हैव मेड, कि हमने आगे का नहीं सोचा कि व्हाट विल द पॉसिबिलिटीज फॉर द फ्यूचर ऑप्शंस, कि व्हाट विल हैपन, रोड कुड बी द road could not be that good, or the car could be damaged. So all these things, so the choice that we have made at that particular moment, without thinking of the future choices, future impact on the whole thing, so these are the greedy choice. Okay, so this type of problem is known as the, this type of choices is known as the greedy choices. So algorithm in which we make the greedy choices is known as the greedy algorithms. Okay, so it makes the locally optimal choice in the hope that this choice will lead to a globally optimal solution. So we have selected the car option to think that it will be the globally optimal solution, कि जो भी हमारा price और इसका constraint है, that will be fulfilled. Okay, so we think that, but it is not fulfilled in the future case. So in greedy algorithms, we whatever choices we make in that hope that कि whatever choices we are making, it will lead to the globally optimal solution. Okay, so greedy algorithms do not always yield the optimal solutions, because कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि हम randomly select कर लेते हैं, but we don't know कि what will happen for the future cases. Okay, so for that reasons, greedy algorithms do not always yield the optimal solutions, but for many problems they do. Okay, so we shall first examine the first non-trivial problem, which is the activity selection problem, for which a greedy algorithms efficiently computes the optimal solution. Okay, so we will see firstly the example of the greedy algorithm, which is the activity selection problem. So उसमें अगर हम जब भी greedy choice करते हैं, so that is leading to the optimal solution. Okay, so it is saying कि greedy algorithms do not always yield the optimal solution, but sometimes they do. Okay, so we will see this example. So we shall arrive at the greedy algorithms by first considering a dynamic programming approach, and then showing that we can always make the greedy choice to arrive at an optimal solution. Okay, क्योंकि अगर हमने सपोज हमने हर एक स्टेप में greedy ही इनिशियली हमने ग्रीडी मेथड से पूरा सॉल्व किया, देन वी डोंट नो कि आइदर इट इज ऑप्टिमल और नॉट. ओके, तो फर्स्ट पहले हम उसको क्या करेंगे, पहले हम उसको डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग के थ्रू सॉल्व करेंगे. हम उसको हर एक स्टेप में सारे अदर जो भी हमारे पास पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं उनको हम अच्छे से कंपेयर करेंगे, देन वी विल मेक द डिसीजन. ओके, सो फर्स्टली वी विल सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम विद द हेल्प ऑफ डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग अप्रोच, एंड देन वी विल शो दैट कि हमने जो भी चॉइसेस ली हैं वो डायनेमिक ग्रीडी चॉइसेस हमने जो भी ली हैं वो डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग की चॉइसेस से बिल्कुल मैच कर रही हैं. ओके, सो इन दैट वे वी कैन से दैट for this particular problem greedy method is working. Okay, so the greedy method is quite powerful and work well for a wide range of problems. So applications for the greedy methods are minimum spanning tree algorithms, Dijkstra algorithms for shortest path from a single source, and the Chawl's greedy set covering heuristics. So minimum spanning trees algorithms furnishes a classic example of the greedy method, which we will see in the next coming lectures, the minimum spanning trees. So these are the some applications of the greedy methods. Okay, so now we will see the first problem, which is the activity selection problem. So an optimization problem can be solved using greedy if the problem has the following property. Okay, so what are the following properties? Ki we need to make a choice at every step. Okay, and we get the optimal solution of the complete problem. कि जो भी हम greedy choice make कर रहे हैं हर एक step में, that will lead to the optimal solution. So the constraint is, the property is, at every step we can make a choice that look best at that particular moment, and we can get the optimal solution of the complete problem. So suppose if any problem can be solved with the greedy algorithm, then it generally becomes the best method to solve that problem. क्यों? क्योंकि हमें इसमें ज़्यादा कंप्यूटेशन नहीं करना है, क्योंकि अगर हमें सपोज इफ यू विल सी द मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लिकेशन, तो अगर हम उसमें हमारे पास अगर 3 ऑप्शन है 1 to 4 को कंप्यूट करने के लिए, तो अगर हमें सिर्फ रैंडमली हमने सिर्फ कोई एक सेलेक्ट कर लिया कि हाँ कि 3 ऑप्शंस होते हैं ना, कि either you can firstly multiply 1 to 3 then add 4, or you can firstly multiply 2 to 4 then add 1, or you can multiply 1 to 2 or 3 to 4. Okay, so we have 3 options. So suppose अगर हमने ऐसे सोच कि किससे भी कम निकलेगा, तो if we have selected the third options कि 1 to 2 कंप्यूट किया then 3 to 4 कंप्यूट किया, so अगर हमने सिर्फ वही कंप्यूट किया है, so we are computing it very less time. Okay, क्योंकि हमने सिर्फ अभी हमने एक ही पॉसिबिलिटी, बाकी सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज को छोड़ दिया होगा. Okay, so if any problem can be solved with the greedy method, so it is more efficient, क्योंकि ये बाकी सारे स्टेप्स को कंप्यूट नहीं करेगा जो हम डायनेमिक प्रोग्रामिंग कंप्यूट करते हैं. So it will take very less time. So that's why it will be more efficient than any other technique from the dynamic programming. So if there is a greedy solution for any problem, then that will be the best method to solve any particular for that particular problem. Okay. Understood? So now we will see the activity selection problem. So activity selection problem क्या है कि in this we have a set of activities. Okay. So in activity selection we will be giving a set of activities. Okay, and we have to schedule several competing activities that requires एक्सक्लूसिव यूज ऑफ अ कॉमन रिसोर्स. ओके, तो रिसोर्स हमारे पास सिर्फ एक ही होगा, पर हमारे पास एक्टिविटीज बहुत ज्यादा होंगी. सो व्हाट इज द गोल? द गोल इज कि हम एक ही टाइम पे मतलब हमारे पास जो भी रिसोर्स है उसको हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा एक्टिविटीज हम उसको दे सकें. दैट इज द गोल. ओके, सो with the goal of selecting a maximum size of mutually compatible activities, assuming that one person or machine involved can only work on a single activity at a time. Okay, so this is the case कि हमारा ये जो भी है that should be कि जो भी हम activities select कर रहे हैं, so that should be mutually compatible. Okay, so what is mutually compatible? We will see. Let's suppose you have a set of activities like S is equal to A1 to AM and set of proposed activities, and we wish to use a resource such as the tennis court or the lecture hall. Okay, तो एक बार जो टेनिस कोर्ट अगर हमने किसी एक पर्सन को दिया या लेक्चर हॉल हमने किसी एक लेक्चरर को दिया, so that can be used only by that particular lecturer at one time, at that particular time. ओके, क्योंकि एक ही लेक्चर हॉल में 2 लेक्चर्स नहीं हो सकते, एक लेक्चर हॉल में एक ही लेक्चर होगा. ओके, सो दिस इज द कंडीशन कि हम एक टाइम पे सिर्फ एक ही एक्टिविटी को हम वो जो भी हमारे पास रिसोर्स है उसको हम एक टाइम पे एक ही एक्टिविटी को दे सकते हैं. ओके, सो दिस इज द कंस्ट्रेंट. और एवरी सपोज इफ वी हैव द लेक्चर हॉल एंड यू हैव गिवन इट फॉर द एनी पर्टिकुलर लेक्चर, so that particular lecture will have some start time and some will have some finish time. Okay, so all the activities that we have, it will have some start time and some finish time. Okay, so where the start time will be greater than 0 or equal to 0 but less than the infinite. Okay, so if any selected activity AI takes place during the half open time interval SI, means this is a start time and this is a finish time. Okay, so if there is any activity which is taking place at any moment of time, so the two activities AI and activity AJ, these two will be compatible only if the intervals SI and FI, okay, and SJ and FJ do not overlap. कि जो भी 2 एक्टिविटीज का स्टार्ट टाइम और फिनिश टाइम है ना, वो ओवरलैप नहीं होना चाहिए. कि जो एक्टिविटी A1 का स्टार्ट टाइम और फिनिश टाइम है वो एक्टिविटी AJ के स्टार्ट टाइम और फिनिश टाइम से ओवरलैप नहीं होना चाहिए. तो वो 2 शुड बी कि अलग अलग ही होने चाहिए. ठीक है, तो एक ही टाइम पे दो एक्टिविटीज नहीं परफॉर्म कर सकते. So this is the restriction. Okay, so this is the compatible definition. You can say any two activities are compatible if only this condition is true. So for this algorithm, we have the list of activities and their start and finish time. So every activity will have its finish time and its start time. So our goal is to select the maximum number of compatible activities that can be performed by a person or a machine. Suppose if it is a lecture hall, then by a person, or if it is any other thing, also by a machine. So assuming that a person or machine involved can work only on a single activity at a time. So any two activities are said to be compatible if the start time of one activity is greater than or equal to the finish time of the other activity. ठीक है, कि स्टार्ट टाइम अगर सपोज हमारे को पास कोई एक एक्टिविटी है जो चल रही है, सो अगर दूसरी एक्टिविटी जिसका स्टार्ट टाइम सपोज ए एंड बी आर टू एक्टिविटीज, सो ए इज करेंटली रनिंग. ओके, अगर बी कोई दूसरी एक्टिविटी आती है तो अगर उसका स्टार्ट टाइम ए के फिनिश टाइम से ज्यादा है या बराबर है, देन ओनली ए एंड बी शैल टू बी कंपैटिबल. ठीक है, अगर बी का स्टार्ट टाइम ए के फिनिश टाइम से ज्यादा होगा, देन वी कैन से दैट ए एंड बी आर कंपैटिबल. क्योंकि ए के फिनिश होने के बाद ही दूसरा स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना. ए का फिनिश टाइम बी के स्टार्ट टाइम से कम है, सो दे आर इंडिपेंडेंट, दे आर नॉट clashing, overlapping. Okay, so we can say that these two are the compatible. So in order to solve this problem, we will first sort the activities as per their finishing time in the ascending order. Okay, so जो भी हमारे पास activities है उन सबका start time और finish time होगा. So firstly we will sort the activities according to their finishing time in the ascending order. Okay, then we will select the compatible activities. So now we will see how to select. So this is the example given. So suppose we have 10 different activities along with their start and finish time. Suppose S1 is equal to, it is a set of activities, so A1, A2 until the A10. SI is the start time of all the activities. FI is the finish time of all the activities. Okay. So you can see कि activity 1 is starting at 1 and finishing at 3. Activity 2 is starting at 2 and finishing at 5. Activity 3 is starting at 3 and finishing at 4. So it is given for all the activities, its start time and its finish time is given. So now we have to compute a schedule where the greatest number of activities can take place. Okay, so now we need to form a schedule. So firstly हमें क्या करना है, we need to short the finish time. Okay, तो जो भी finish time दिए, you can see 3, 5, 4, 7, 10, 9. So it is not sorted. So firstly we need to short the activities by their finish time. Okay, so when we will short them, it will be like this. So after sorting the activities according to their finish time, it will be activity 1. Now you can see they are not in ascending order. The activities 1, 3, 2, 4, 6, 5 means अभी कोई भी order है क्योंकि हमने finish time के according उन्हें sort किया हुआ है. So finish time हमारा you can see when this whole thing will be sorted, so it will be 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. So अभी 3 का finish time, 3 जिसका भी finish time होगा that will be written here. Okay, 4 जिसका भी finish time होगा that will be written here. क्योंकि हमने finish time के according sort करना है, तो हमने finish time को short कर लिया. अभी ये जिसका भी finish time होगा that activity will be written here. Understood? ये ऐसे क्यों लिखा हुआ है, क्योंकि हमने फिनिश टाइम के हिसाब से शॉर्ट किया हुआ है कि 3 अगर पहले आ रहा 3 कौन सी एक्टिविटी का फिनिश टाइम है, इट इज द फिनिश टाइम ऑफ फॉर एक्टिविटी 1, 4 इज फिनिश टाइम फॉर एक्टिविटी 3, 5 इज फिनिश टाइम फॉर एक्टिविटी 2. ओके, ये समझ आया ना, ये ऐसे क्यों है? हाँ,
Yes, ma'am.
So now we have sorted the activities according to their finish time. तो अभी हमें क्या करना है, इसके अकॉर्डिंग ही हम परफॉर्म करेंगे. वी विल फाइंड आउट द कंपैटिबल सेट ऑफ एक्टिविटीज. So A1 is starting at 1 and finishing at 3. ठीक है? So we will make this start. So A1 is starting at 1 and finishing at 3. So now we will schedule A1. Okay. So A1 is scheduled now. You can see A1 is scheduled. So next क्या है? Next activity is 3. So it is starting at 3 and finishing at 4. Okay. So अगर जिस टाइम पे कोई एक्टिविटी फिनिश हो रही उसी टाइम पे कोई एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट हो सकती है. So if these two are the same, finishing time of one activity and starting time of another activity is same, then these two activity can start and finish at the same time. Okay, so A3 is starting at 3 and finishing at 4. So we will start the A3 and finish it. Okay, so next we will schedule A3 as A1 and A3 are non-interfering, means they are non-overlapping. So we will schedule A3. So now the next is A2. Okay, अभी हमारा क्या है, ये 2 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है. So you can see 2 से अगर हमने स्टार्ट किया, so it will overlap with A1, क्योंकि हमने वो ऑलरेडी स्लॉट A1 को दिया हुआ है. 1 to 3 का स्लॉट हमने A1 को दे दिया है. तो अगर कोई और पर्सन है वो 2 से ही यूज करना चाह रहा है 2 to 5 तक, then we cannot give them the slot. Okay, so we will skip A2 because we cannot give the slot to him because it is already taken by the A1. Okay, so we need to skip A2. So next we will skip A2 as it is interfering with A1. So next कौन सा slot आ रहा है, कौन सा activity है, 4 है. So activity 4 is starting at 4, which is same as the finishing time of 3. So it is starting at 4 and finishing at 5. So we will firstly see either it is interfering or not. So you can see it is starting at 4. Activity 4 is starting at 4 and finishing at 7. So you can see it is not clashing with anyone else. Okay, so you will schedule the next activity as A4. Okay, so next schedule A4 as A1, A3 and A4 are non-interfering, and then what we will schedule, you can see A4 हमारा कहाँ पे फिनिश हो रहा है, 7 पे फिनिश हो रहा है, और A6 हमारा कब स्टार्ट हो रहा है, 8 पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है. तो अगर ये 7 पे फिनिश हो रहा है तो 8 पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है, तो कोई फिर तो इंटरफेयर कर ही नहीं ऊपर से. और हमारे पास इनफैक्ट वी हैव 1 slot free 7 to 8. So we can schedule A6 because it is not interfering with either A4, A3 or A1. So we will schedule A6 which will start at 8 and finish at 9. We have scheduled A6 which has started at 8 and will finish at 9. Okay, so next after this we have this A5. So A5 is starting at 7 and finishing at 10. Okay, but we have already given the slot because हमने पहले ही इसके अकॉर्डिंग सॉर्ट किया हुआ ना, फिनिशिंग टाइम के अकॉर्डिंग. सो फिनिशिंग टाइम के हिसाब से 9 पहले आता है, उसके बाद 10 आता है. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई कि अभी यहाँ पे ये 7 पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना, सो वी कैन नॉट शेड्यूल A5 क्योंकि हमने ऑलरेडी 8 to 9 का स्लॉट किसको दिया हुआ है, A6 को दे दिया है. सो A5 को 7 to 10 का स्लॉट चाहिए, तो जिसका एक पार्ट हमने ऑलरेडी A6 को दे दिया हुआ है. सो वी कैन नॉट schedule A5 as it is interfering with A6. Okay, so we will skip A5 as it is interfering. So next we will see 9, A7. So A7 कब start हो रहा है? A7 is starting at 7, sorry 9. Okay, और प्रीवियस एक्टिविटी हमारा शेड्यूल एक्टिविटी क्या था? A5 हमने स्किप कर दिया हुआ है, तो शेड्यूल एक्टिविटी हमारा है A6. तो 9 पे ये फिनिश हो रहा है और A7 भी 9 पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है. सो इट इज परफेक्टली फाइन कि हमारा वो फुल ऑक्यूपाइड चल रहा है. ठीक है. सो वी विल शेड्यूल 7 A7 which will start at 9 and finish it at 11. Okay, so next we will schedule A7 which is starting at A9 and finishing at 11. Okay, now we will see the A9. So A9 is starting at 11 and finishing at 12. You can see it is also non-interfering with any other activities because ये A7 हमारा 11 पे finish हो रहा है, तो this can also start at 11. So we will start this A9 at 11 and finish it on the 12. Okay. So after this we have A8. So you can see A8 requires the time from 9 to 13. Okay, so which is already occupied by two events. From 9 to 13, you can see it is if we will assign 9 to 13 time slot to A8, then it will interfere with A7 and A9. Okay, क्योंकि ये भी 9 से स्टार्ट हो रहा है और ये 11 पे खत्म हो रहा है, then it is starting at 11 and finishing at 12. So if you will schedule this activity A8, so it will interfere with A7 and A9. So you cannot schedule A8. So you have to skip A8. Okay, so now A8 will be skipped as it is interfering with two activities. So next is, in this list you can see the next is A10. So A10 is starting at 12 and A9 is finishing at 12, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so it will start at 12, then it will finish at 12 and it will start at 12, then it will take 2 unit of time and it will finish at 14. Okay, so it will be now from 12 to 14 we will schedule A10. Okay, so we have scheduled how many activities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have scheduled 7 activities and we have skipped 3 activities, A2, A5 and A8, because they are interfering with other activities. Okay, so this is the final schedule. So we have to find out the maximum set of activities, compatible activities. Compatible means they should not be interfering with each other. So we have find out the activities which are not interfering with each other, and these are A1, A3, A4, A6, A7, A9 and A10. Okay? Understood? Any doubt in this one?
No, ma'am.
Activity selection problem? Okay. So now we have one example. This one. So try to solve this example. Note down this example. These are the activities. So we have 11 activities in this example. Start time is given, finish time is given. I have also given the result so that you can verify whether the result you have computed is correct or not. नोट हो गया? जब हो जाए तो बता देना, ठीक है? हो गया नोट सबका?
यस मैम।
चलो फिर सॉल्व करो। अभी भी सब फोन से ही अटेंड कर रहे हैं या कोई लैपटॉप में स्विच हुआ? हम्म? आंसर भी लिख नोट डाउन कर लो। शॉर्ट करने के बाद कैसे आ रहा है? एक्टिविटी का ऑर्डर क्या है? इट इज ऑलरेडी सॉर्टेड, है ना? ऑलरेडी सॉर्टेड है ना? या करना पड़ेगा?
Sorted, ma'am.
सॉर्टेड है ना, तो कैसे होगा फिर एक्टिविटीज? So these are the activities, na? It is already sorted. So it will start at activity 1. So activity 1 is starting at 1 and finishing at 4. Okay, तो अगर ये 4 पे finish हो रहा है, so can you schedule activity 2? Can we schedule activity 2 as A1
No,
is
ma'am.
finishing at 4 and A2 is starting at 3? So we cannot schedule it because ये इसके finish time के पहले ही start हो रहा है. So we cannot schedule A2. So A3 भी ऐसे, A3 is starting at 0 and finishing at 6. So if it is starting at 0, so we can also schedule it, because A1 is finishing at 4, so we can assign any other activities either at 4 or at after 4. Okay, so either if any activity is starting at 4 or after 4, 5, 6, 7 at any moment, then we can schedule it. So A4 is starting at 5 and finishing at 7, so we can schedule it because it is starting after the finish time of A1. Okay, so it is starting after finish time of A1, so we can schedule A4. So after A1 you will schedule A4. So A4 is starting at 5 and finishing at 7. So now next activity is A5. So can you schedule A5?
No.
Why not? Because it is clashing with A4. क्योंकि ये 3 पे ही start हो रहा है ना. Not only this one. It is clashing with this one. इसके साथ clash नहीं कर रहा है, ये इसके साथ clash कर रहा है ना? क्योंकि ये 3 पे ही start हो रहा है और हमारा A1 ही activity तब चल रहा होगा ना, 1 to 4. So A5 is clashing with this activity, A1 activity, so you cannot schedule it. Then next is A6. A6 is starting at 5 and finishing at 9. So we have already scheduled for 5 to 7 activity 4. So we cannot schedule activity 6 for 5 to 9. Okay, so this will also be skipped. The next is 6. It will start at 6, but we have already occupied 5, 6, 7 by the A4. Okay, so this one can also be cannot also be scheduled. So this one will be skipped. So we have skipped 5, 6, 7. Next 8 will come. So it is starting at 8. Okay, so last previous scheduled activity कौन सी है? Last what activity we have scheduled? What activity we have scheduled for now till now?
4.
4 ना, हाँ, तो 4 का finish time है 7 and A8 is starting at 8, so you can schedule it. So we will schedule A8 from 8 to 11. Okay, so now we can any other activities who will start at either 11 or after 11. So we can see A9 is starting at 8 and A10 is starting at 2. So we cannot schedule these two because it will clash with A8. Okay, so next activity we having is A11. So it is starting at 12 and finishing at 14. So we can schedule it. So that's why the last activity is A11. Okay, so these are the final set of activities who are mutually compatible with each other and does not interfering with any other activity. Understood? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this was the activity selection problem. So next topic we have is elements of greedy strategy, and then we have this Huffman coding. Okay, so these are the two more topics in this slide. Then we will see what are the other topics. Okay, we have the trees, the minimum spanning trees. Then we have shortest path algorithms. Okay, so activity selection problem सबको समझ आया या फिर अभी कोई डाउट है LCS या फिर एक्टिविटी सिलेक्शन प्रॉब्लम में?
मैम समझा, नो प्रॉब्लम.